Hi, welcome back to the channel. It's Ian from Peniglen Cabin Life. I'm sorry I've not done a video for about 4 days. I've been chock-a-block, I've had loads of stress going off and I've not had a chance to do the video, so I'm really sorry about that. Okay, so what's been happening is we've had a bit of a flood. The river in our woodland overflowed, started coming down here and it flooded all this area out here, which meant half of this cabin up to this kitchen area had about that much water that had come in all the way across. So that's drained out. So now I've got lino down anyway, but under the lino's carpet, so I'm going to have to lift the lino up to try and dry the carpet out. I think the dampness of the carpet started to spread because I've got a small area just here that's a bit wet as well. So I think it's just the moisture moving up. So, but I've got the fire on, I've had it on for the last few days and it seems to be slowly drying it, so I can't complain. I don't know if you can hear any rustling in the background. I've got some eggs on. Now I've had some good news. Since this pandemic has started, we're talking the first one and the second part of it, I've virtually had no food delivered. I've literally lived off what I got because I've always stockpiled on food. So I've lived off really what I've got, and then I've had parcels off my brother and stuff with things. So 2 days ago was the first time I had a delivery of food. I managed to get Asda to deliver. So because I'm on the shielding list, I come under priority deliveries with Asda. So I've done a, what do they call it now? I booked a slot, and it's a reoccurring slot and it's going to come every week. So I can be able to keep topped up with all my supplies and that. So I'm going to slowly start getting more food in and that, start stocking up, because I bought lots of tins. Bought a lot of tins of soup. They're really nice them from Asda. They're my favourite soups them. I don't know if you can see that. It's chicken. You might not be able to see that. That's it, chicken soup. It's bloody lovely. And I've got lots of others like minestrones and stuff like that. And I got some hot dogs, tin food, all sorts of stuff. Burgers in tins, just all things like that. So I actually think, you know, that we're going to come out of lockdown. Now it's me just thinking this, but I think we're going to come out of lockdown and then within a few months time or a month's time we'll be back in a lockdown again. That's what I personally think, because if this African strain is really bad, like it's starting to take off a bit, then it's just going to start again. So the other bit of good news is I've been informed I can have the COVID jab. So I need to organise to get that. So what else has been happening? I made notes, so bear with me on this. Oh yeah, my water pump broke, right? What it was, I got the plumber to come out because my big holding tank in there, over there, on the land, well that feeds into the pump at the side. So what happened was, I didn't know, I had a burst pipe. So this well went down to nothing. So I turned the pump off, because if you turn the pump off it stops all the water flowing out into outside in here, if you know what I mean. So I turned the pump off, and then when the morning came the water level had gone back up to the top in the tank. So then I turned the pump back on and it started kicking in straight away, and I thought, oh, well, it must be filling the tank up somewhere. So I didn't think note of it. I went back to it about 20 minutes later and the tank was nearly bottom again. So but the trouble is then, because it went to the bottom, this time it got an airlock in it, in the pump, which I can't fix airlocks in pumps. So I had to get the plumber out. So the plumber comes out. This is all, I thought it was a pump issue. So the plumber come and fixed it, so that cost me. So when it gone, everything's working. I'm thinking that pump's still on quite a lot. Anyway, I went over and the tank were half again. So I thought there's got to be a leak somewhere. So I had a look around the place and there's a tap up top and the pipe had all cracked and burst and it was peeing water out really fast. So then I had to ring up the same plumber again to come out, so I had to pay 2 call outs to get it done. So it was very expensive yesterday, very expensive. So, and you see when the pump goes down I've no hose pipe, you know, to clean the kennels and the yard out at the back and everything. So I desperately need water with having livestock. You know, it's like yourself if you're an off-gridder. So what I've done is tonight, oh yeah, because I'd had a delivery, I bought some bread rolls, which I don't normally do. I bought some bread rolls, and I bought some eggs as well, because you can buy from Asda, you can buy a huge box of medium eggs. So I bought some of them. I've got them boiling there, and I'm going to make egg mayonnaise. I love that. I've not had that in such a long time, so I'm quite looking forward to that. I brought lots of wood in as well. I've got a big stockpile of wood in here in case the weather turns again. My bucket's full of coal. So what else has been happening? Excuse the notes. We've had heavy snow as well. So I woke up the other morning, got up, went out for a pee, and there were a thick layer of snow everywhere. So I had to go up on the roof and brush all the snow off the solar panels so they could start generating. Because without that I've no power, have I? So I had to do that, so I had to limit what I did. So I turned the Amazon show off, because that uses a little bit of power, that. So I turned that off, and I turned all essential power off to get the batteries charged up. So that's that. I'm going to put a link soon into the descriptions for all the different things that I show on the channel. Like I've showed these bulbs. I'm going to put a link for Amazon for these bulbs. I've had a few people ask me about that. Now, I've got some really good news, right? Let's get some good news. I've had a parcel delivered, right? Now, I didn't realise this, but if you remember the other day when I was talking on the channel, I was saying things that I was going to get, which I needed to do this job outside and other jobs. And one of them that I said I needed was a staple gun. Now, I've had a parcel from Amazon, and it says, "No excuses now, Ian, have fun, from Jane and John." So that's a note that came with it from Amazon, and they've got me that. Look how kind that is. That's brilliant, that, isn't it? So they're the extra staples, and I got myself a staple gun. So I'll be able to put the insulation in when I put the outer wall on, because I'm going to double skin it in that. So I'm going to have insulation in the middle. So thank you very much, both of you. You're very, very kind, and I'll be using that straight away. So I've got a lot of insulation to go in. So what else? Have I got some more notes? Here we go. Oh God, here's one for you. I've got the iPod Pro, is it? They're mere pieces, iPods or whatever they're called. I've got them, and they're really, really good. And all day long I actually wear them, and instead of having them hanging down like people do, I turn them up and fit them at the top of the ear, that ear bit there. So I fit them out, and they fit in perfect. And I'll be honest with you, I have my phone in my pocket, and I just walk around all day listening to music. And then if a phone call comes in or a text, it just cuts the music out. That's my sister. That's my sister. I best knock that off. I'll knock that off. I'll ring her back. So I've lost what I was saying then. She's not giving up, is she? Oh, knocked off. Right, what was we saying now? Oh yeah. So I had these two Apple Pods in, right? So I'm walking around doing all the jobs. Bear in mind, you know what's coming. The snow were down. So what I'd done is, I bent over and I must have knocked it somehow, and it come out and it went in snow. Right, true this, right? So I'm walking around doing everything, and I'm thinking it's a bit quiet in here. So it dawned on me I'd lost my earpod. So I'm thinking, oh no, it's a white earpod in snow. So I hunted everywhere that I thought it could be outside, and I couldn't find it, right? Could not find it. And then that night it was ice cold, right? And more snow come down. And I'm thinking they're going to be knackered now. So anyway, this morning I've got up and the rain's come down, so there's no snow anywhere. I've just walked up top and I spotted it on the floor. So I've got it, it's no word of a lie, I've got it, I cleaned it up, dried it out, put it on charge, and straight away it come up saying it had 4% left, so obviously it was still running. So I put it on, anyway it's charged up, bunged it in here, it works perfect. Isn't that crazy? I bet there's only Apple stuff could do that, and it were in the minuses big time. So even the frost didn't get to it, penetrate it, and all that rain as well. So they've got to be 100% waterproof. So that's a top Apple product, and I mean that, a top Apple product. So what else has been on? Have I got anything else? We've had the snow, we've had freeze. What else is there? Frost and snow, first pipes, water pump, flooding. yeah, that's everything. So that's about it with everything that's been happening. Some of the parcels got collected Saturday, so some of them are being sent out. The rest I'm going to sort out next few days. I'm sorry that I've not cracked on this weekend. We're boxing all the parcels up for the prizes. I tell you why, because with everything happening, then because them apple pods are 200 odd quid, so I like that. And I've had a few other problems in the background as well, and I've had a lot of stress, and I don't cope well with stress. So I just thought, just leave filming for a couple of days, get your mind right, and then you'll be alright. So please forgive for that. So that's about it really. I don't know much else. There's no jobs that I can be doing at the moment because of all the rain and the frost. As soon as the weather changes, I'm back on that extension. I need to cut some wood. I'm thinking if it's bad weather again tomorrow, I'll just go on the veranda and I'll cut my hair and my beard because it needs cutting desperately. So I hope everybody's been okay. I hope you're all looking after yourself. I'm looking forward to getting that COVID jab. So I need to ring up and organise that. So listen, I'll leave you in peace. Thank you for coming back down to the cabin. I'm sorry I'm not full of information today. It's just, I'm just a bit rough really. So if I'm honest, I feel just a bit rough with myself. So I'll be back to normal. I'll get a good night's sleep and hopefully I'll bung a video up tomorrow being well. So I want everybody to stay safe, stay well, and I will see you all again next time at the cabin. And remember, don't ever forget Dinky do. Stay safe, stay well. I'll see you next time down at the cabin.